Welcome again to our Power Wednesday segment. My name is Fred Joel, and today we're going to be talking about trust. Have you ever trusted someone before and you got disappointed? It's a common phenomenon and it happens to so many people. Warren Buffett, the second or third richest man in the world today, once said, "Trust is a very expensive thing. You never find it with cheap people." So when it comes to trust, out of many people, very few are the trustworthy people. But how do you tell if you can trust a person or not? So many times people come and say, they give you a lot of promises, and when you do as what they ask or requested from you, at the end of the day, they don't do what they promised. One wise man once said, "Love all but trust few." Of course, if you are doing business or if you are running a company, it's not easy for you to be very effective and grow if you don't trust people. Let me give you an example. If you are running a barber shop, maybe, and you say you don't trust anyone to manage your office, you can employ 5 people in one office and you'll be managing everything. Let me tell you this, your life will be very small because you cannot grow. But let's say you do it in another way. You say, let me trust these people that they can run this my barbershop offices without my presence. So instead of having 5 employees in one office, you open 5 offices in different locations, and then you entrust them to run their office properly based on the agreement which you have with them. Do you know what will happen? You have a chance of increasing your business because now you don't do business only in one location but in 5 different locations. At the end of the day, you can get bigger profits and also grow your business as well. So even though trust is a very fragile thing, which most of the time people do abuse, it's something which we cannot avoid if we want to grow in business. If you're living life of not trusting other people, literally you are running a very small life. So what should you do now? Yes, we know we need to trust people, but in many cases people do abuse your trust. What should we do? I learned from someone once said, if you want to know that you can trust someone or not, the best way is to trust them first. You don't judge people by look, you don't judge people by their words. Sometimes people give you sweet promises that you can trust them. At the end of the day, they breach the trust. And sometimes you feel like, maybe I cannot trust this person, but those people are the trustworthy ones. But how do you tell the reality? How do you tell that these people, if they qualify to be trusted or not, is by you trying to trust them. So the only way you can learn how to trust a person is by trusting them first. What happens if they breach the trust? If they do it first time, it's okay. You can give them a second chance, but you don't have to do it again and again. Is it difficult to get people to trust? Of course it is. In the world we're living today, which has many hyper things with the technology, social media, and so many things. So many things are fake out there. But as one of the great preachers in Tanzania, Apostle Mwingira once said, difficult does not mean impossible. Yes, it is difficult to get people to trust, but it doesn't mean that it's impossible to get people to trust. Number one thing for you to trust, to get people who are trustworthy, is for you, first of all, to be trustful. Why? Because you can attract people who are likely-minded, just like you. So go out there and don't be afraid to trust people, but be very careful. If someone has breached your trust, you don't have to give them 3 chances. First chance is okay. If you can give them a second chance, is okay. But if they continue with untrustworthy habits and behaviors, you cut off your trust relationship with those people. Sometimes people who are untrustworthy are in your family. Sometimes they're in your business. Sometimes you are in the same company. So you can relate with them in a different way, but not trusting everything into them. I once had a conversation with a friend who said whenever he would borrow money to his friends, they wouldn't turn money back, even though they promised to do so. Then he said, I changed the way how I relate to them. Instead of borrowing them money, when they come with money issues, I just help them with whatever amount I can manage. For instance, if a friend say, borrow me $10,000 or $1,000, a friend of mine said, instead of borrowing them money, because I don't trust them, but I need to have a relationship with them, what I do is, I say, I may not be able to give you $1,000, but I can help you with $100 or $50. And please, go and look help from somewhere else. Trust is a very expensive thing. You cannot find it with the cheap people. Now, I have one question to you. Can I trust you to do something today? I'm not very sure if I can trust you or not, but like I said before, I want to give it a try. Can I trust you to share this video to more than 10 people today. Let me see if you are the person worth my trust that you can do what I'm requesting you to do today. Hey, if this is your first time to be in this channel, you should consider subscribing and put that bell on. So next time we post a video, you get notified. And as always, remember, the war is not won until the last battle. So keep on fighting because you are my champion. Thank you.